Really, throughout the last couple of weeks, we've really been talking about federal officers and federal resources that have been in some major cities in the U.S. President Trump says he wants to combat crime that is happening, like we were seeing in Washington, D.C. with that approach, also in Chicago. But now the move has turned to Memphis, Tennessee. And we want to go out there live right now. Fox News' Asher Red is on the ground there in Memphis. And Asher, what are you seeing right now from a federal response in Memphis?
Well, Mike, the most visual part of this task force would be the National Guard, and we're not seeing any soldiers wearing camo walking the streets quite yet. But this operation started on Monday night, and Attorney General Pam Bondi says they're already starting to see those results happen. This morning, Bondi posted on X that the feds have already arrested 9 people and seized 2 illegal guns. She also says the U.S. Marshals deputized 219 National Guard troops, and she says this is just the beginning.
In 2025, they've already had 149 homicides, and it's going to stop, and it's going to stop now. We're going to protect all of these great cities around the country, and we're going to go in and help all of them, one by one.
Tennessee Governor Bill Lee says National Guard troops will not be armed and they won't be making any arrests unless law enforcement asks them to. The city says the Guard is serving as an extra set of eyes and ears for local police in high crime neighborhoods and in tourist hotspots. In 2024, Memphis had the country's highest violent crime rate. But since then, Part 1 crimes in the city are down over 20%. The FBI considers these to be the most serious crimes like murder, rape, and aggravated assault, among others. And that's making some people here question whether a National Guard presence is really needed.
Could see mixed signals to our tourists that's coming, seeing all of that may scare them or deter them from coming and things of that nature.
I think that the police and the fire department do a great job, and this is almost a slap in the face to some of those city employees and stuff to bring in extra help or a show of force.
Bondi and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth will be in Memphis tomorrow to tour the command center and see how this operation works. Mike?
Yeah, sure. It's so interesting to see some of the reaction there on the ground from the citizens. It would almost seem that, if you lived in the area, you would maybe want as much help that you can to try to maybe clamp down on the crime. But others see it a different way. And the two that you interviewed there, it seemed they feel like it's more of a detriment. Is that the feeling that you got?
Well, Mike, ironically enough, the people who live in the not-so-great neighborhoods or maybe the more high-crime neighborhoods, they're saying they want the Guard, especially the business owners there who have dealt with break-ins in the past. I spoke with one of those guys yesterday as well, and he says he's an Air Force veteran and he wants the Guard in Memphis, but a lot of the people who don't live in those neighborhoods are against it. That's what I'm seeing from here on the ground.
Asher Rad, that is such a great viewpoint there, and I think so many people are going to zero in on that. We really appreciate you joining us here, as always, from Memphis with the latest that is on the ground there, and we'll be keeping an eye on all of the developments that happen maybe a little bit later this week as well.